filters, right? So all good with Linux so far? Any questions?
Hello. Yeah, Imran, I have a query. Yeah, I installed regulation box and I installed Ubuntu VM and CentOS. I followed the steps, but after the installation, if I execute the command if config IP address show, but my IP address is not showing actually. Anything wrong in my configuration or?
While creating the VM, you have to enable the network interface.
Yeah,
Operating system.
okay. I see it was enabled, but I could not pick up. It's not showing actually. I
No,
have
it's
enabled
not
actually.
enabled at the boot time actually. Which operating system? CentOS, right?
Yeah, even CentOS and Ubuntu also the same. Ubuntu 16.04.
You must have not enabled the network interface while you are doing operating system installation. Do one thing, run this command nmtui on CentOS.
Okay.
So we have to install it. Yum search nmtui. That's CentOS nmtui not working there. CentOS search. Did you enable your network interface not at the
Yeah, I
boot?
done. Yeah, I did. Imran.
How did you do?
Yeah, in
Go
settings,
into net.
LAN network
First you
adapter.
have to,
Yeah,
yeah,
enable. Yeah,
this is what you're talking about, right? Apart from
yeah.
this, you did anything else?
No. This one I have enabled, but it's not picking or not
So
showing
then
exactly.
at the OS installation, you have to at the configure page, the network configuration in the CentOS, you have to click on
Uh,
configure button and then you have to say allow it to come up with the boot time or enable it boot time, something like that. There is an option.
okay. I'll check once again.
At the installation time it is there. In both the
Okay.
systems.
Yeah.
You have to enable that second network
Says-
interface, that page one.
Okay. Yeah, I'll check once.
You can enable it later also. Wait. Um,
Yeah.
GUI 7. There is a package you need to install.
Oh, okay.
CentOS 7 have different commands.
Uh,
Net tools, net hyphen tools.
okay.
Install net tools. And excuse me, you're doing it now after so long, so many days?
No, already it was done, but it's not picking. Just when I tap the command, it was not picking up the IP address. So that's the reason I'm asking. I'm already installed.
It's already installed, still not working. Duplicate net tools, LSOF, BAS. Apt install net hyphen tools. Mhm. Okay, you see, you try installing net-tools, then you try this command nmtui-edit, and
Okay. Yeah.
you can edit the network interface and automatically connect. This option you have to select.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I will see the package name actually. It was NetTools only, but I don't know why it's not working now.
Okay. No issues.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Good, all joined. Okay, I'll show you, man. Today we'll see. So we're seeing grep. Grep is very useful to search a text from the file or n number of files. There are few more filter options, filter commands. Um, some are editors, read editors like less. So like if you do, so if you want to read a file, you have two options. Of so far you have seen you can do cat that prints all the output, and then you have vi. You can open the file into vim editor. But let's you don't want to open the file in vim editor. You don't want to edit it. You just want to read it. So you can use less and the file name. Now this opens up file, so it doesn't quit the file. So you can use down arrow and up arrow. But this is not an editor. You can't edit it. This is just a reader. And you the search also work here. You can say / and you can search for something like echo. Okay, very famous read editor. If you want to come out of it, just type q. Okay, so it displays the page wise. This more more like that, huh? More similar to less. So it shows you line by line, and arrow doesn't work here. You have to hit enter to go down, and it shows the content percentage wise line by line. Once all the content read is done, it will quit. Or you can just say q to quit from this. It's also a reader. Okay, choose which one you like. I like less more than more. Yeah, how's that? Less, this I like it. More than more. Come on. Yeah, so these are some readers. We have few other things like head, and any file name you take, head will display the first 10 lines of the file. If you want to just display first 2 lines of the file, so you can say head -2 like that. How many number of lines you want to see? If you want to see first 20 lines, like that. Useful commands. Like that, we have also tail, last 10 lines. Okay, or if you want to just see last 1 line, you can give the number minus sign and the number. Okay, that many lines you can see. This is very useful command, especially used to see logs and all. Logs gets updated at the end of the file. So what happened currently, you can see with the tail command. Tail comes also with one more option, -f, log messages. So any log file you want to see dynamically getting updated. If something happens, it gets this log file, or any file, any text file gets dynamically updated. You can see that content with tail -f. Okay, very useful for logs, reading logs when you do troubleshooting. That case, tail -f option, or you can use just the tailf command also. Tailf var log messages. Okay, you can with tail -f option, you can tail multiple files also, like that. So here it's var log, and here it's anaconda. These files are not getting updated automatically. If it gets updated, you can see the content. And we'll use that so many times. Okay, cut. I will take that one only. etc passwd file. This is a file which contains user information from your Linux system. All the users, like you see Vagrant, it's a user, and it has a lot of information like user ID, group ID, some information, home directory, shell, all that information, and like that. All the users, even including the root user information, will be in this file. And in this file, the first column is the username. Okay, second column is a X that represents some password. Then user ID. Okay, then the next column, yeah, next column separated by colon. Okay, its columns are separated by colon. I always had difficult time saying this one. Okay, but here the separator is colon. Okay, that you have to understand. Now I want to search for a line. Cat etc passwd. I want to see whether, okay, this is a pipe symbol, pipe, vertical line. This is called as a pipe. This command, this connects left hand side command with the right hand side command. Right hand side I'm going to give grep, I'll say vagrant. So what will happen when I do pipe? All the output that is coming from this command will come as an input to this command. You know, to the grep command you have to provide a file as an argument, as an input. File means you want to provide some text content, right? So it will search this keyword from the text content. So this command output will be coming as an input to this command. So it will search the word grep from all that output it found. But now let's say I only want the user ID, okay, which is the third field or third column separated by colon. Well, why I'm saying colon again and again, you'll understand this now. So it's a command cut. You can pipe commands one after the other, okay, by using the symbol. This is piping symbol, okay. Cut -d. We specify delimiter colon. This separator is called as delimiter. In some files like CSV file and all, okay, I'll tell you. Hold on a second. Like CSV file or Excel sheet and all, there will be always separators. Sometimes comma, sometimes space, sometimes colon. Here the separator is colon. So -d means delimiter or the separator. You specify the separator and you say -f field f1. This means field 1 or field 2. See that? Field 3, which is giving me this third field. Okay, let's come again. We know if I do cat etc passwd, it prints all the file. From all that file, I only want to search grep for vagrant, a line that has the vagrant, so it will print just that line. Okay, so it printed only the line which has the word vagrant. Then from that I will cut at the delimiter colon and I want field 3. So it will give me the third field. Here delimiter is important. Okay, or you can use this one also, cut -d, the beginning cut -d delimiter -f1 etc passwd, because that will show first field of this entire file. Okay, certainly we won't be interested in such thing, or we may, who knows. Understood? Piping connects. Here you have seen two things, pipe and cut. Pipe connects two Linux commands together. Connects as in it takes the input from the left hand side and it takes the output from the left hand side and supply it as an input to the right hand side command. Okay, That's the essence of pipe. Okay, search and replace first. Let me show you search and replace in slash home vagrant Linux practices. We have some file. Okay, metals. Okay, let's say I want to search and replace content in a file. Let's say I want to replace gold with what? What can you replace gold with? I don't think you can replace gold with anything. Any other metal? %s search gold and replace it with diamond. I know it's not metal. I know it's a stone. Okay, but I'm not able to think any of the metal now. Okay, so it's like this. So you have to do this colon %s, which means search / and you give the search word. In between these two lines, you give the word that you want to search, gold, and replace it with diamond / g. G means globally. Okay, first let me make that change. Gold is the most loved one. Gold is forever. I'm purposefully writing that line, because they say diamond is forever. I'll just keep smaller. Okay, give me a moment. Yeah, sorry about that. So I want to search for %s, search for gold, and replace it with diamond / and hit enter. So if I hit enter, it will search every place wherever I have gold and replace it with diamond. It did that, but it will do it. It finds that word in a line, and then it will move to the next line. It will not search the entire line. Okay, if you want, let's undo everything. Yeah, if you want to do it for the entire line or all the lines and everywhere, you say -g globally. So it will search for gold and replace it with diamond globally. Let me give here capital also. Okay, diamond is the most loved one. I don't know, probably some ladies may be able to tell, a woman. Anyways, what am I saying? So that's search and replace in a VI editor. Okay, it's not in the book for the VI editor, so I'll just write it here and copy paste for you. %s search string, and you say replace string. By the way, string in general in DevOps means a text word. Okay, text word or a text sentence, alphabetical. Okay, that's what string means. We use this word string a lot. Home. Yeah. Search and replace will be very helpful for us because we'll be writing hundreds of lines of codes and files, and we may need to replace some content sometimes. Okay, there's one more way of search and replace, which is through sed. Yeah, it's possible that way also. Okay, there are so many possibilities. We can just select the number of lines from here to that line, the comma number of lines, and then we can do the search and replace. That's also possible. Sed search for, let's say, diamond, and replace it with gold /g. This is also one more way through sed command. You see now all the diamond is replaced with the gold. Okay, but this command, when I executed, it didn't make any change to the file. Just printed the output, but the file still has diamond. See that? So if you want to make change, then we give an option -I. This time it will not print on the screen, it will actually make the change. So my suggestion, if you're doing something like this with sed, first check the output. If you're good with that, then only say yes, okay, -I, and make the change to the file. Now all the diamond is replaced with the gold. See? Okay. So there are two ways for search and replace: sed and through the VIM editor. But with sed, you can give regular expressions also. You can give like star, multiple file at once. Okay. So who is that? Knock, 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 knock. Badri. Mute yourself, Baba. If you have question, unmute. Purpose of tilde means it's a symbol of home directory. Purpose, like, let's say, there's something here. Okay, there's a file, new file.txt here in the temp directory. Okay, I'm in temp directory. I want to copy it to my home directory. So I can say cp new file, and like that. That means /home/ sorry, this means /root for the root user. So that's how we can use it to copying files, moving files in our script. Okay, input output redirection. All right, so let me test your computer fundamentals knowledge. What are standard input devices for a computer? Keyboard. Okay, that's right. Yeah, mouse is also, yes. Oh no, CPU is not an input device. Come on. Keyboard and mouse, that's all. Any other input device? Standard input devices. USB, no. Yeah, it can be, kind of, depends on how you're reading it. It can be output also. It's a port, okay? It's not a device. You people are very bad with computer fundamentals, seriously. Mic, scanner, come on. Hey, your camera. Printer is not. Printer is a output device. Okay. Now tell me, what are the standard output device or devices? Are you people serious? Standard output devices? Screen, yeah. Monitor, speaker, yes. That's it. Only one guy know it. Display, printer, speaker, yeah. Monitor, right? Our screen. Printer is there. Speaker is there. Yeah, fine. That's fair enough. Projector, okay, yeah. Now that's again monitor, okay. The output, the display. Fingerprint sensors. Fingerprint sensor, I believe it can be. It's an input device, right? I don't know how to categorize that. Anyways, one thing is for sure, your screen is a standard output device. Yeah, right. So your monitor is a standard output device. So that means any command that's printing anything, displaying, printing any content will come by default to your monitor. But when you want to print something on a paper, then it can be redirected to a printer. Okay, the concept of printing is the output of a file, or the display, the content of a file will be redirected to printer, and printer, as soon as it receives that content, prints on a paper. That's the concept. So that means the output can be redirected. So if I say cat etc passwd head 10, right, so it's going to print all that output, and this will be this output that is supposed to be coming on the screen is sent to that command, and that command will process it more and see the first 10 lines from it and display it. Oh, sorry, yeah, should have given like that -10 or -5, the first 5 lines of passwd file, right? So one more way is, let's see, head 5 lines of our metals file, huh? Home, vagrant, Linux practices, text files, metals.txt. Yeah, what? So that file output, whenever I run any command, the output comes, the standard output device is monitor, and I see it on my computer, on my monitor, right? I can redirect that output with an arrow, okay, to any file. Let's say I'll put it into temp directory /temp/5 metals. Now you see, when I run that command, the output will not come to the screen, it will go to a file. On command -5. Okay, like that I check any command. You see, the first 5 lines came into this file. Okay, I'm doing anything, I'm running a command free-m, which is going to show the RAM size. Okay, we'll understand this command later. I can redirect it out, its output to a file. RAM swap. You see, the output went to that file. Now let's run some other command like uptime. Let me cancel it first. Now uptime command will show from how long the system is up and running. Okay, now it's the current time up from past 1 day and 40 minutes. Okay, one user is logged in, and that's the load average of the system. We'll understand the command later. So its output, I'm going to redirect it to the same file, RAM and soft file. Okay, so when I do that, that file already had some data. And now it is overwritten. Okay, when you use the redirection symbol, the destination file, if it's not there, it will create it. If the file is already there, it will overwrite all the content. Okay, that's what this forward redirection will do. But you can also okay, W command, okay, similar to uptime but with more information. If you use double arrow, then it will append the content, not overwrite it. You see, content got appended. It did not overwrite the previous content. Okay, df-h, one more command. I want to send its output also to double arrow. You see, appended, the content is appended with double arrow. So safest option is always double arrow redirection. Okay, this is called as output redirection. output redirection and appended to a file. You know how log files are created? Every process, every service that is running in your computer generates some output. It is programmed by the developers that it will return some output. But that output, if it's running in the background, there is no way to see that output. But we use redirection symbols like this and redirect it to a file. Those files are called as log file. We'll do this a lot. We write our scripts and we run it in the background. Okay, but we want the output to be stored into some file to troubleshoot later. You should know what's happening when your script is getting executed. So this is very helpful. Now there are standard output devices and there are standard error devices also. Okay, and surprisingly both are same most of the time. Okay, standard error and standard output device is monitor all the time. Okay, if you don't change it. So this arrow redirection is going to send the standard output, but if this command gives any error, this is an error. Okay, this error is not sent to the file. This error will be printed on the screen because standard error device is still monitor. If you also want to redirect the standard error, then you have to say to arrow. So to means the standard error, that's the code for it, and you can redirect it to the same file if you want or to a different file. You see the error did not come. Now let's check that file. You see error is put into that file. Probably we'll make change to a mistake. You see now we executed that error, we got error 2 times, so it redirected the error and then redirected the output also when we fix that problem. So now output goes to the same file and error also goes to the same file. Sometimes you can put it to 2 different files. You know, sometimes you have one log for error log file separate and info log file separate. Okay, so command file path for output, file path for error. Okay, this is what you're going to try too much today. Okay, this will be very helpful for us in scripting and all. So make sure you learn this. Okay, 2 arrow means append, single arrow means just redirection, overwrite. Right, this is not in the book, so make sure you do it, practice it. Okay, piping I have already shown you. That you have to decide. You have to create separate logs, put everything in one file. That's your decision. It's going to be your scripts moving forward. Okay, so far we've been talking about file content, right? Searching the file content, reading the file content, reading the file content, right? Text file contents. But if you want to find the file itself, then you have find command. Okay, find. If you're looking for the file itself, you don't know where it is located. For example, metals.txt. I have no idea where it is. But I know this much, that it's in home directory of some user. So I can run my search find in home directory -name. That means I can specify the name of a file, metals dot. Now I don't know the extension is txt or xyz or whatever, so I can give star also. So every file that starts with the name metals and it's in the home directory, it will display its path. See that? You can even specify the root directory like this. But again, this will be searching it through the entire operating system. The search can be slow, and it will be slow, not can be, it will be slow, and it will put lot of load on the system if there are too many files. So you better careful not to run this one in the root directory. Okay, now you're smart enough, you know what is what is content of what file. I'm fumbling again. You know what directory contains what. Yeah, that should be the right sentence. So what does etc contain? /etc. Hello, config files. Okay, /var. This is for what? Yeah, logs, but in general, what it is. Not only logs, there are so many things. /var contain logs and other things. Come on, you're not reading it. I write this book on for some purpose, so that you should read it. Come on, everyone, open your Linux quick start. Tell me what is /var. Only one guy knows it or what? Come on. Changing files? What is changing files? Oh, you mean dynamic files? /var server data. Seriously, Kiran is asking, can you ask the question once again? What does /var directory contains? What kind of data does it contain? /var, I put it in the chat also. You seriously attending the class? Everyone open your Linux quick start. Read. It might contain some system data file. Wow, that is a great answer, Adi. Of course, it will contain some system file. Okay, keep reading. If you are really serious about, this is not just some DevOps class. Okay, very serious here. All right, what are efforts that I have taken to create this course is for the real time. This is going to change your career. This is going to change your life. All right, take it seriously. I'm no kidding. Right, after doing my course, there's so many people who got placed, who took it seriously. I even used to take placement batches and all. Okay, where I used to train people from the very grassroots level, same as this one only. All right, people who take it seriously will definitely get placed. All right, or if they're already working in the same field, in same DevOps or build an Iris or something like that, okay, then they're going to grow beautifully. So please take it seriously. Yes, basically it contains server data. I told you, services like Apache, uh, Tomcat, Jenkins, MySQL. These services will store data. Okay, we'll have data, dynamic data. Will get updated, deleted, created. Okay, updated, added, removed. All this data goes into /srv. /var, and also srv also. Okay. And one more thing, you people are the most silent batch. I thought the previous one was, but you are the most silent one. You people don't talk. You people don't answer questions. Are you all good? Are you following up whatever I'm saying? So find command can find a file, but you should really know what you're looking for in what directory. If you're looking for some kind of server data, probably you'll be looking in /var or /sru, wherever you're keeping your server data. If you're looking for some configuration, you'll use etc. If you're looking for some binary, you'll be looking in bin or sbin. Right, so you should know the top level directories, so find will be easy. Otherwise you'll be running it on root directory, and that may kill your system sometimes. You should never do it, at least on production system. Okay, right. Find can find a file with other parameters also, not only with the name but with other things also that we'll see later, like with the username, group name, and like that.